Hello, my name is Otis Bradley. I have been designing and building houses for over 50 years. Can't believe I can say that now, but I actually started in high school and learned how to draft, and summers spent doing carpentry, working on houses. I grew up in New England, and after college I lived in Newport, Rhode Island, where I was involved in all kinds of remodeling, new construction, old homes, colonial homes, Victorian homes. There are also the mansions there. It was a fabulous architectural education, and moved to LA in 1990, where I attended UCLA Architecture School, and I've been designing and building houses ever since. And what you see in the background are lots of different projects, some of which I built, some of which I designed, and some of which I both designed and built. Currently I'm only doing design work, but I have the experience of knowing how to build as well as design. So I use a program now that does everything in 3D. From the ground up, I am literally building the walls with each component of the wall of the house, whether it's stucco or siding or concrete and plaster. I'm building the whole house in 3 dimensions as I design it. What you see in the background here is a 2-dimensional example of a site plan, but you'll see in a second it's actually being built in 3D. And it's a huge game changer for architecture. Actually, I'm kind of surprised a lot of architects still don't really work with their clients in 3 dimensions, but I do, and it obviously is great for computers, or wouldn't even exist without computers. But I can literally build your house and take you inside the house now and show you different ways that we can rebuild things. And since I do everything myself, I measure the house, I create the model, I really learn how it's built. So here you see it with trees and then without the trees. Obviously the overview for a home here is really helpful for additions and things like that, whereas interior remodels, it's more about the inside. But you can see here, I mean, all the windows and shutters are shaped exactly as they are in reality with the same amount of lights. We can get pretty close with the materials. And as you can see here, it's almost a little bit cartoonish, which helps with the computing processing, so I can change things quickly. But I can make things very realistic as well. So here you can see some computer renderings. These are created, totally fabricated on the computer. And then you can see the actual kitchen afterwards. Obviously some things changed during the course of the construction. In this case they changed the way the beams looked and slight changes in the cabinets. But it's an incredible tool for helping you get what you want. Okay, here is another kitchen. And speaking of getting what you want, my goal in designing homes is to get what you want, not what I want. I've worked in all kinds of styles: modern, contemporary, Spanish, colonial, ranch, modernized ranch, pretty much everything you can imagine. But it's not about me, it's about me helping you get what you want. In this particular case, the couple, this is an Ojai ranch style home, single story, very outdated. This is a completely, it's all within the house, but this is a completely new kitchen. She actually had or wanted this particular stove in this particular color. It's kind of a commercial type range in that bright orange. And this was a rendering of the particular type of wood they wanted, and materials, the 3 refrigerators, etc. So there's always a lot of personal taste that goes into a design. Here's another way program is really useful. I can take the roof off. I can take away the rafters. This is very helpful sometimes looking down from above, because when I place the camera inside space, it's difficult to see, but here you can even see the recessed lights. This particular red beam here was to make the point of an important structural modification we had to make for this particular house. So here's an example of a more recently built home. I think this was built in the 90s. Actually has an incredibly complicated roof. I'm not quite sure who designed this, but at any rate, it had the objective here was to create a living space above the garage, and it's something people frequently want to do, and most of the time there's not enough space up there, at least for codes and to do it legally and so forth. But we were able to design a dormer, kind of looks like a Cape Cod style thing, and make it actually work in this particular project. I still have to do two-dimensional plans to deliver to the building department for the construction set of drawings. So this is what that house looks like in 2 dimensions. And we still do all the normal two-dimensional elevations and floor plans and details and so forth for the building department. But this tool is really strictly for homeowners to help them visualize what the possibilities are. So I hope this information is helpful to you, and I'd love to talk to you about your house. Please give me a call, and love to set up a meeting and we can discuss what your objectives are. As we look at this house, it's actually one of 2 concrete wall houses I built in Ojai. Actually a fabulous manner of construction, particularly in our high fire zones. Anyway, Otis Bradley, thank you very much, and please give me a call. I hope we can work together on your remodel or new home. Thank you very much.